Yes, Chip.
How did it all start then?
You got something important to tell me.
Yes, as usual. Eddie Roberts and the Fire Eaters.
We shouldn't be recording with an empty glass.
In Spain, that's
Sound very Spanish. Santi.
More wine.
Santi is my my sommelier.
That's easy for you to say.
He's my wine expert.
I'm fired.
You're fired. You're fired from being my sommelier. That's what you call it. Yes, you are fired.
So anyway, Eddie Roberts and the Fire Eaters. How can you remember how it started? How did it start, Eddie? I can't.
I'll tell you how it started.
Tell me.
You probably don't remember because you're old. The New Master Sounds was playing at the Temple Club.
I remember that.
Many years ago, yeah, probably about 3 years ago. Right? And we found out that Chip had moved to Madrid. We always expected that he would move to Madrid because he had this lovely Madridian wife.
Beautifully badly said.
So we asked Chip to come along and sit in for a few tunes, which you did, and you played rather well.
Thank you.
I'd like to say. And afterwards, we were talking, and I said, "Look, you know, I really love Madrid, and I'd really like to come out here and play. And if you got any ideas, just call me and let me know." And he said, well, you know, I have this band called the Fire Eaters, and maybe we could get you out at some point.
Yeah. Well, I'd started playing with Javi and Santi from the Sweet Vandals. And a lot of the guys like Julian Maiso and Jose Funko from Speak Low, and I could see it was a good scene here, so I wanted to get Eddie out here to mix it up a bit.
You just put it in and eat it.
So that's
Just finding some dates.
So we found a week where I was available, and you put it to the guys, and they were all up for doing it, and some venues said, yeah, you know, let's do it. So we tried it out, and I think when was it? Like April or something? Maybe 2008, 2009?
I really don't remember.
I don't know when it was. So we came out and we did a week, and it just immediately, as soon as I arrived, as soon as we got to the first gig, we found a bunch of tunes that we all knew, some like classic soul jazz tunes, Grant Green tunes, you know, and
Stuff we've always wanted to play as well.
Yeah.
Something we haven't had the time, or the bands, or you know.
and we just got it together. First gig, wasn't it? We just it just gelled, everything gelled, and then we try and do it like twice a year. I try and come out here and
that was fine for them. We were just enjoying playing and enjoying the kind of the clash of the cultures, you know, being in Spain and it was fun.
being in Spain
and all the wonderful things that Spain has. So it was good, and we had Santi on bass, as we said, and Javi, and we've also brought Taz Modi from England as well, keyboard player, who lived in the same city as Eddie, but they hadn't really played together much, had you?
No, we knew each other, but we hadn't really played. So you played with him.
He played with me in my group, Malena, and he's done lots of other things. He's very well known to us. But for some stupid reason, we never got Eddie and Taz together. So that was a good brainwave of mine to get him over, and it was nice. It was a nice combination.
And then I think that was it the second or the third time I came over. We had a day off or 2 days off, so we decided to go into the studio and that Santi and Javi have, and we recorded a couple of the tunes we were already playing, and then we decided to write a couple of tunes there and then in the studio that afternoon. Came up with a skunk.
We did 4, didn't we? So we did. Which you brought one along, Boogaloo. You already done. Two of the songs were in our set normally that we fancy playing, a little bit lesser known tunes. Lobe Song and was it Biscuit?
Yeah, by Clifford Jordan.
By Clifford Jordan and Eddie Rush, Lobe Song. Tunes that we really liked that sort of fitted our sound that we were working on. And then we wrote one together, which was a bit of fun. I remember you just saying to Javi, play your favourite beat.
Yeah,
Just play your favourite. We started that beat, and then we just started riffing over it.
Yeah,
and
we
making
just
stuff
made
up.
something. Oh, and there was something wrong.
That
with
was the skunk.
There was something wrong with the Hammond organ. It was all distorted, so it made this weird sound. It was like, so we were like, oh, that's great. That's the intro.
Being the punk rockers we are, we loved it. The worse it sounded, the more we liked it.
Shitty is pretty.
Yeah.
That's old Gabe Roth coined the phrase.
So yeah, that was.
And here we are now. So,
That was our first 4 tunes.
Yeah.
And then we, off the back of that, we sent that to people, see what they liked. You know.
Well, actually,
we
were in Japan together. You know,
As you do.
name dropping, place dropping, and we were sat around the table with the record label that puts the new Master Sounds material out in Japan, and I said, "Oh, I've got this side project in Madrid, and I think you'll like it." I said, "Oh yeah, send it to us." So as soon as I got home, I sent them the 4 tracks, and they immediately got back and said, "This is great. Like, can you finish the album, please, and we'll release it in Japan." So again, we found some dates where I could go over to Madrid, and we didn't do any shows.
We booked a week just for the studio this time, which we've never done before.
I got stuck in Boston because of a tornado or something, and which is quite rare actually for Boston. And got American eavesdropping, and so yeah, I arrived a day later than I was supposed to. Literally, he picked me up from the airport, and we went straight to the studio and started recording the album. We had 3 days to do it, didn't we? So, yeah.
Which we did. It was a lovely session in
Yeah.
the Sweet Vandal studio here in Madrid. So it's great sound, all down to tape. Just
Old school.
You know, we played everything in the
Everything
moment.
live, yeah.
No overdubs.
Everyone playing at the same
apart from
time.
the tambourine.
Overdub tambourine on the
the
one
only thing.
spare channel.
Yeah. So it was it's great. It was very easy, lovely lovely vibe.
Well, it's very immediate. It's very immediate and very organic when you all play at the same time, and you've got a time frame. You're thinking, oh, we need to finish the album. We've got 2 days, and so it brings out a lot of creativity and a lot of energy and a lot of excitement. You know, and it's definitely the way that I like to record.
That's good, and again, and thanks to Ken and everyone, they gave us some great suggestions on tunes that we actually went on to do, didn't we?
Yeah.
In a good direction for, because we had quite a palette of tunes, quite a selection of tunes, and for us, it could have gone anywhere. We could have gone anywhere with the style of stuff, but we actually narrowed it down quite nicely. There's a few good comments on the right.
I think within the studio over those 3 days, the sound of the band just it evolved, and then it became a real definite sound. Whereas before, when I'd been coming over, it was I guess a little bit generic. But
It depended what new tunes we'd learned.
When we got into the studio and we actually started playing and started writing stuff ourselves, the different influences, all the different people involved came out. And it made a really interesting sound, which is, I don't think you couldn't have contrived that. You couldn't have.
No, it's purely who was in the room at the time.
It's to do with everybody's influences, and when you put under pressure as well in a recording situation, like your influences come out because that's what you rely on as a musician to make your music. So I think that's why it was such an interesting thing.
That's good. It's a good mix. It's nice. It was nice for the Spanish guys as well to work with guys like Eddie, because they've got, they've always had his records, and it was nice.
Like Eddie.
Guys like Eddie, not nice like you.
No one like me, Chip.
So it was good, and I felt living in Spain, I felt very proud of the Spanish musicians and their ability to play funk and black music so well. It's brilliant, and things I've been telling my friends in England for a long time. You've got to come to Madrid. It's a wicked place. Spain's fantastic for live music. Musicians are brilliant.
But then you say, but don't tell anyone else, because we don't want an invasion.
It's a badly kept secret.
Keep it a secret.
So it was great, and it came alive there in the studio. It was that, I brought together, I thought guys Eddie would like and could work with, and it was wonderful. It was a wonderful moment for us, a wonderful moment for Javi and Sonny and the Spanish guys, and it's great, proper.
And I just, all I need is one more tune for number 8, and then my job is done.
writing the set list?
This is the most stressful part of any gig, right? Thinking of the set list, thinking of how you want the night to go, just getting the pace of the set right, and then you get on the gig and you change it anyway.